There's only 5 uncommitted recruits in the top 25 of the 2024 class. And this weekend, one of those 5 is coming off the board. On Sunday, September 24, 5-star offensive tackle Brandon Baker will make his decision. Now he's choosing between Nebraska, Ohio State, Oregon, and Texas. And we're going to break it all down for you in this video and give you guys expert predictions. But first, hit the subscribe button to the On3 Recruits channel. This page is absolutely exploding. We want to get it to 10K in the first month, and I think we have a shot to do it. We're building something special, so hit that subscribe button for me. All right, back to Brandon Baker. Let's set the table for you. He's the #1 offensive tackle in the country and the 23rd best player overall. Out of Santa Ana, California, he attends Mater Dei High School. And now, as for his recruitment, one of the things that I find interesting is that USC, the in-state program, the Trojans, never really a factor in his recruitment. For much of this cycle, I'd say Oregon. The Ducks were the perceived favorite to land him, but I even think that has shifted since mid to late summer. So is Texas the front runner? They are on the recruiting prediction machine, but we know visits are important in Nebraska. They were the last team to get him on campus. Last weekend, Baker took his official visit to go check out the Cornhuskers just 7 days before his decision. Now here we sit midweek. I want to get the experts on, get their opinion, have them break it down from all angles on Brandon Baker's recruitment. And up first, I have Sean Callahan from Husker Online. Sean, make the case for Nebraska.
Well, Brandon Baker visited Nebraska 3 times, March, April, and then his official visit here in September. His family came with him on all 3 trips. So clearly there is something that they liked about this enough to want to come back here right before the decision. In recruiting, it's always good to have the final word. Nebraska had the final word. If they were able to pull this off, I think this official visit weekend would be a big reason why.
I think for Oregon, they have the longest standing relationship with Brandon Baker. He was one of the first guys that Dan Lanning prioritized when he got the job at Oregon, putting a heavy emphasis on recruiting Baker because of the family ties to Oregon and his older brother being a former Duck. You've got to think that weighs heavily with his decision. I know that Baker has always had a soft spot for the Ducks.
Making the case for Ohio State to land 5-star offensive tackle Brandon Baker. It all starts with relationships for Ohio State. Brandon Baker and offensive line coach Justin Fry have one of the best, if not the best, relationship in his recruitment, according to some of the sources that I talked to. And not only is it his relationship with Justin Fry, but extends to head coach Ryan Day, offensive coordinator Brian Hartline, and even running back coach Tony Alford.
Brandon Baker to the Longhorns makes sense because Christian Jones, starting right tackle, graduates for the Longhorns. Steve Sarkisian has years and years of connections at Mater Dei High, including his son Brady Sarkisian playing at Mater Dei last year, a freshman linebacker for Texas. Kyle Flood's resume of development on the offensive line. And then there's also the fact that the Baker side, on the mom's side, are related to the Akanas, freshman linebacker at Texas, as well as a sister who plays volleyball for the national champions in the Akana family. There's a lot of signs that point towards the Longhorns for Brandon Baker headed into his decision.
And now it's prediction time. Up first, Sean Callahan from Husker Online. Sean, what's your prediction on 5-star offensive tackle Brandon Baker?
Well, if Nebraska's program, I think, was further along down the line with Matt Rule, I think they have a pretty good chance to get Brandon Baker. But with that said, I think right now Texas just seems like where it's all heading right now. He's, a lot of positive vibes have come out of Austin for him. My prediction right now probably is he ends up at Texas.
I predict Texas will land Baker when he makes his commitment. And the reason being, I think the Longhorns have shown him the most love in the last few weeks, last month or two, and have made him a top priority to join their 2024 recruiting class.
My prediction, and Buckeye fans won't like this one, but my prediction is Texas. You just follow and read the tea leaves that have been in this recruitment the last 4 to 5 months, and there's something in Austin that keeps pulling Brandon Baker back.
My prediction for 5-star offensive tackle Brandon Baker out of Mater Dei is the Texas Longhorns. I think there's an opportunity to come in and compete right away at the right tackle spot. I think Kyle Flood's resume of development is going to put Texas over the top in this recruitment.
And there you have it. The experts weighed in on #1 offensive tackle Brandon Baker. And now it's your turn. I want to know where you guys think he's going. Let me know in the comments section of this video. Will it be Nebraska, Ohio State, Oregon, or Texas? We're going to find out on Sunday, September 24th. Brandon Baker makes his college announcement. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure to subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We have a new page dedicated only to recruiting. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.